because as I was talking to Pastor Buster last year, we did a last month or last week, we did a live. It was really good. Check it out on Instagram. And he was saying, you know, he's probably in his late 60s, 70s or something like that. And he was a very strong racial activist. And today he owns 40,000 doors. And he was saying the reality is that people of color have always been had to take the initiative. You know, Harriet Tubman couldn't wait for Abraham Lincoln to sign the law. Actually, what probably made the pathway for him to sign for slaves to be free was the fact that she had started to take action and was going to make that happen. You see what I'm saying? It was Frederick Douglass teaching people of color how to read when it was unlawful. It was illegal to teach people of color how to read. You know, you look at Thurgood Marshall and so many other civil rights leaders, they didn't wait. I mean, Martin Luther King, he didn't wait to say, hey, I'm going to wait for the president to say, I have a dream. No, he had a dream. God had given that dream to him. And then what did he do? He started to take action towards bringing unity and things like that. And he had to go through a lot of challenges and a lot of persecution and a lot of those things to get there. Rosa Parks could not wait to say, hey, as soon as they pass a law for me to be able to sit at the front of the bus, that's when I'll start sitting at the front of the bus. She had just had it. She's like, I'm sitting here and I'm just going to deal with the consequences because this is ridiculous. This makes no sense. All of this is just because of the color of my skin. And so what am I saying? That there were always great leaders that looked to say, how should this be? And what they did, Shay, Susan, they just started taking action. And so that's exactly what I want you to start thinking. I want you to think like Robert Smith was thinking when he gave those Morehouse graduates paid off all of their debt. I want you to start thinking about, okay, I'm going to be the next Robert Smith. I'm going to be the next Oprah who's given to HBCUs and Spelman College. I'm going to be that next person that's going to do that. I'm not going to sit around and whine and complain about some of the executive orders that have come down. I'm going to receive my order from God to prosper because God's order did not change. He said, I would desire that you would prosper spirit, soul, and body. He has not changed that at all. And so what I want to encourage you guys to do, my daughter's FaceTiming me because she's in Japan. Hi, baby.
Okay, hi. Go to work. Bye.
Okay, bye. Love you.
Okay.
She's in Japan. That's amazing. Lord bless her. But you know what I mean? So all these people just had to keep going to work. They weren't sitting back complaining. They were saying, okay, where do I need to take responsibility?